this week's Parashat Chukat, we see the journey of the Jews. Am Yisrael are traveling, v'yisu mihor hahar, and they get fed up. V'tiktzar nefesh ha'am b'darech. Rashi explains to us what exactly caused them to lose their energy, to lose their strength in traveling through the desert. Says Rashi, "Bitroach haderech huksha lehem, amru, achshav hayinu krovim likanes la'aretz, va'anu chozrim la'achorenu. Kach chazru avoteinu v'nishtahu 38 shana ad hayom. Lefikach katzra nafsham be'inui haderech." What's implied from Rashi is that until now they were able to handle the toils and travel. They were able to handle the difficulty of traveling all the way through their desert. What made it difficult now was psychological. They were so close to the end. They'd pinned all their hopes on being able to go into the land of Israel. And as they get to the border, they find themselves taking a step back. That was too much for them to handle. They come to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and to Moshe, and they complain. And they say, now you would think they would say, it's too much for us, the journey is overwhelming. But when you look at the Psukim, they say, Ein lechem ve'ein mayim v'nafshenu katza b'lechem ha'kalokel. We're talking about a generation of people who are being provided with food. They're being provided with the water. When they come to complain, it goes over all boundaries. They're not complaining about the difficulty of traveling. They're complaining about food and water. What exactly happened to Am Yisrael in their journey? When we go through the travels of life, we have different stations. And we're always hoping that each stage will be perfect. Each stage will be bringing me close to perfection. And we see that if Hashem takes me to a good stage, that was the will of Hashem. But if Hashem takes me to a stage which takes me a step back, that was a mistake. That wasn't the will of Hashem. That we find hard to handle. And we start complaining. Here, Bnei Yisrael went through that process. As long as they saw that we're getting closer and closer, they saw this must be the will of Hashem. They felt Hashem was protecting them, caring for them. Now they felt we're taking a step back. That means that everything that's happening until now, Hashem doesn't care about us. And then they started going even beyond the boundaries. He doesn't care about us, and He's not going to give us food, and He's not going to give us water. That's already overstepping the boundaries. That's already Lashon Hara. And that's the way of a person who loses focus. Instead of recognizing Hashem cares for me, and sometimes growth comes through taking a step back, they saw a step back means that the whole plan is failed. And they start complaining even about things which were not even true. They had food, they had water. Here HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted to show them a lesson. Hashem said, do you realize that I'm protecting you every step of the way? Every step of the journey, Hashem says to Bnei Yisrael, Moshe and I are protecting you, are caring for you. Let's pause for a moment and take away our protection. Come the Nachashim, Hasrafim, and the Jews suddenly find themselves without any protection. And they turn to Moshe and they say, Moshe, please turn to Hashem and pray that the Nachashim will be taken away from us. And Moshe prays, and Hashem says, this has to be forever remembered. The Jews will always have recognition. It's all part of our plan. And Moshe puts up a big statue of a snake. A snake is something which looks like it's taking us a step back. It represents the Yetzer Hara. The Bnei Yisrael now have in mind that even things that look like they're taking us a step back are taking us a step forward. And then continues the Torah, Vayisu Bnei Yisrael. With that mindset, they were able to continue their journey. Have a great Shabbos.